Hey, Maximizers. Welcome to my life. If this is your first time watching me, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer, and I am a content coach. And I help product based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales. So that way they don't have to hire influencers or run paid ads. I started creating content on the internet in 2018 when I started my very first YouTube channel. And I started off teaching women how to coupon and how to budget and how to meal plan and how to strategically save money on all the things that they want, like you need, without paying full price. Now, I was just a coupon creator for about 2 years. I had started coaching. And then in 2020, during the pandemic, my clients were like, "Hey, Crystal, can you teach us how to start a YouTube channel? Can you teach us how to start a business? Basically, teach us to do what you did because it's a pandemic. We're losing our jobs and we've saved a lot of money, but now we actually want to make money." So I like to say in 2020, I accidentally became a business coach. Okay. And it wasn't my intention. It wasn't my goal. It wasn't my focus, but I accidentally became a business coach. And then my coach was like, "Hey, can you coach my people?" And I was like, "Okay." So I accidentally became a business coach and I did both for 3 years. From 2020 to 2023, forward facing, I was a coupon girl. Behind the scenes, I was helping these ladies start and grow their businesses. And I fell in love with being a business coach. So in 2023, I said, "Hey, I'm going to be a business coach. Hey, Muna." And I decided to be a business coach. I decided to make a big pivot, a big change in my business. And I said, "I'm a business coach." And then in 2024, I let go of all of my couponing clients. I closed down all of my couponing programs. I let go of thousands of dollars of recurring revenue. But I said, "I'm a business coach." But I wasn't clear on the type of business coach that I was. I wasn't anything business coach at the time. And you'll learn as a business owner, if you sell to everyone, you sell to no one. And I was like, what's my secret sauce? What sets me apart from every other business coach? There's 50,000 business coaches. Why would somebody want to work with you? The answer to my question was content. Okay. I have recorded over 2,000 videos on the internet since 2018. I've gone live over 1,000 times. Okay. Private, paid. I've gone live over 1,000 times. From all of that content that I created, I was able to make over $400,000 in 6 years. Okay. I was able to get 4 and 5 figure brand deals. I was able to make tens of thousands of dollars from my affiliates. I have been able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars selling my own coaching programs. I don't sell courses. I don't sell ebooks. I don't sell digital products. I sell one on one, group, boot camps, workshops, masterclasses, pretty much all the ways that I teach. I'm usually teaching live, and I've been able to make over $400,000 from my content. My secret sauce is that I can create sales from content as a business owner. I can teach you how to sell your ass off with your content. I've helped my clients with their content. Hey, Gigi, thank you so much for joining on YouTube. Where are you watching from? Let me know in the comments where you're watching from and what your business is. I've helped my clients make money from creating consistent content that converts into consistent sales. So I said, you know what? I'm a content coach. Once I got crystal clear and I said that I was a content coach, I got clear on my messaging and I decided how I was going to help women. I signed clients, multiple clients every single month for like 5 months in a row because I was clear on what my offer was. Okay. So I'm a content coach and I'm here to help you create consistent content that converts into consistent sales. And one huge question I get all the time is, what type of content should I be creating? So in tonight's live, I'm going to share with you the types of content that you can create as a business owner. How to create content ideas for your business. I've been creating content in about 2 separate niches: couponing, saving money; business coaching, making money, for 7 years total. This August will be 7 years that I've had my YouTube channel. I've never, ever ran out of content ideas. I've never, ever been like, there's nothing to post. The industry's too saturated. Never. Okay. So Gigi's in St. Louis. Okay, Gigi, do you have a business or are you just tuning in from the couponing channel. Let me know in the comments, do you have a business? Oh, no, you're on the business channel. Do you have a business? If so, what is your business? And if you don't have a business, do you want to start one? So we're going to talk about all the content ideas that you can create as a business owner. Okay. I'm tired. My brain is going faster than words can speak out of my mouth. So bear with me. This is going to be a shorter live because it's about to be 11 p.m. my time and I need to go decompress. Okay. But it is day 10 of my 15K challenge and I gig work today and I made over $200. I made $204 today gig working and my total has decreased by $200. So now we only have $9,467.99 to go for my 15K challenge. And I'm doing a challenge now to make 15K by June 15th. So that's my goal. So we have about 1 week from tomorrow to get this 15K in. And I'm currently selling my one-time 90-minute content strategy session. So if you need help creating content for the next 30 days, that's for you. And I have my 9-month content consistency and cash coaching. If you want me to hold your hand and walk you through the entire process of creating consistent content for your business, then that offer is for you. Okay. You can join my email list, book a sales call with me, and we can discuss which offer is best for you. I want to start my business. I think I've tried everything. Okay. So what kind of business do you want? When you are thinking about a business, okay, number one, you want to think about a business that solves a problem or offers convenience. Number two, it needs to be a business that you actually love. It needs to be something that you will do for free because when you start the business, you're working for free. Don't pick something just because you can make a lot of money from it if you don't enjoy it. I'm not signing up to be a travel agent, okay? I can make sales on social media. I'm not signing up to sell any of those resell bundles. I'm not signing up to do any of that crap. I don't love that. That's not what I enjoy. I'm not doing that just to make money. I've done that in the past, did not work out. So it needs to be something that solves a problem. It needs to be something that you enjoy. It needs to be something that you actually want to do, but it also needs to be something that you are knowledgeable in, something that you're an expert on, something that you're good at, okay? Because you're going to be creating a product, you're going to be creating a service, you're going to be helping people. You need to be knowledgeable in the business area that you are creating. When you are thinking about starting a business, it needs to be something that you actually like to do and want to do. I am the queen of create your own. There's plenty of businesses out there that you can just start one, don't reinvent the wheel, start with what everyone else has in place, which is nice. But I'm the coach that's like, start your own thing from scratch. That means you have creative control over everything if you create your own. Is it more work? Yes. But all businesses are going to be work. Whether you walk into like a franchise or you resell something that somebody else is selling, it's going to take hard work no matter the type. So decide what hard do you want, okay? Create your own, okay? And Gigi, if you're in a place where you're like, Crystal, I want to start my business and I want help, make sure you're on my email list. You're watching on YouTube, so there's a link in the description box. Get on my email list and book a sales call. I have promos right now because I'm doing my 15K challenge, and I have spots for 10 new clients in my atmosphere, okay? Well, probably 9 because I have one coming. But I have spots for 10 new clients, so do not wait, okay? I'm not going to be actively booking clients after June 15th. Passively, yes, if someone comes to me, but I'm not going to be actively talking about my coaching offers because I'm going to be focusing on moving, okay? So if you're like, I need help, I want help, book a sales call for this week at KristenMaximizer.com and let's chat about working together. I also have custom coaching plans available that start as low as like $250, $299 a month. If you need a custom coaching package, I'm down for creating custom coaching packages as well. I just want to help you with your business. But the first step is to get on my email list. The second step is to book a sales call with me. I want to talk about creating content ideas for your business. You should never run out of content ideas for your business, okay? So when you work with me, I help you figure out your content pillars. Your content pillars are your 3 to 5 core topics that you're going to talk about all the time in your business ad nauseum. So when I was a money savings coach, my content topics were couponing, budgeting, meal planning, money saving, and grocery shopping. Those were the 5 content pillars that I had in my business. Okay. But for now, I just want to give you I think I have 12 here. 12 types of content you can create as a business owner. Doesn't matter if you have a product or a service. The first one, the what. What is your business? What is your industry? What is your offer? What did you create? Simple. That's 4 videos right there. What's your business can be a video. What industry are you in can be a video. What's your offer can be a video. What did you actually create can be a video. That's 3 to 4 videos right there. 3 to 4 content ideas right there. Do not reinvent the wheel. It needs to be simple. It needs to be simple. It needs to be easy. It needs to be content that is relatable, okay? And content that's going to educate your audience, because you have to think, new people are finding you every single day. Start with the basics, and you can pin the basics to your profile, which brings me to the second type of content you can create. I'm trying to get my blanket together. My legs be cold and my arms be hot. It's a conundrum. The second type of content that you can create is the why. The why is most important. Why did you start the business? Why do we need this business? Why do we need this product? Why is it important? Why is it better than everybody else's? Okay. Why are you qualified to talk about this? What's your story, which is the next type of content you can create. What's your story? How did you get here? Why did you start your business? How did you start your business? I was listening to Side Hustle Pro with Nicaila Matthews Akome. And she interviews Black women on her podcast. And they talk about how they side hustled and how they built their business. And I love listening to the story. I was listening to a woman. I cannot remember her name. But she owns Gently Skin, Gently Soap. And she created herbal soap with no essential oils for people who have eczema. The reason why she started her business is because she was dealing with eczema and she was sick and tired of being itchy and not feeling comfortable and not being able to use good, decent products, not being able to have a product with a scent. She wanted to feel comfortable in her own skin. I know her whole origin story, right? She was in college when she started this business. She was in school. She was like a botanist and she was doing research on herbs and she was growing the plants, and they had to get out of her research lab at UGA because of COVID. She brought home all the herbs and she was like, what am I going to do with them? And she got the idea to start making soap because she did make soap when she was doing research with her professor. She was like, what if I make soap for myself? She made it for herself, and her friends and family were like, sell us some soap. So she did one launch and sold out. And then she started selling at farmers markets. And now she's on pace to make like $1.3 million. And she's right out of college. Do you see how I know her whole story? It was so captivating and it was so nice that if I had eczema, or if I know anybody in my family now that has eczema, I am going to refer them to Gently Soap. I listened to one 60-minute podcast episode and I know her origin story. Your story is so important. Why did you start this business is important. She started it for herself, and it didn't start as a business. It started as, I need to make something with these herbs. Okay, let me figure out something for my skin, and it just happens to work for other people. Now I'm going to sell it because other people said they wanted it. Why? Every single why that you can ask yourself about your business, about your products, about your industry, it could all be a video. It could all be a video. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Drop a yes in the comments if this makes sense. Tap the screen on TikTok and Instagram if this makes sense. Okay. Why? The yawning is not going to stop. I got to go. The next type of content that you can create for your business is all the questions that you get. So any questions that you've gotten in your business about your industry, if they've been texted, emailed, DM to you, any questions that you get, make it a piece of content. I actually have a plan to do some ranty videos because I've gotten some spicy comments on my YouTube channel. And it's so funny because the other day I was sharing that I'm like so tired. The other day I was sharing that I usually have really good comments and my social medias are pretty much very positive. And it's like no sooner than I said that, Someone left me, well, I got 2 weird comments. I got one on my couponing channel, one on my business channel. And I'm like, I want to make a video because even though this isn't a question, like, I'm pretty sure other people are thinking this thought. Okay. It's a little bit rude the way they said it, but I know other people are thinking it. So I'm going to make a video about it. Any questions that you get, make it a video. I became very popular in the coupon community because I answered questions. And my main form of content, well, I guess it wasn't my main form. My secondary form of content was going live. So I would answer tons of questions on live. Any questions that you get, any questions that you've gotten, any questions that people ask you ad nauseum, make it a video. How to start couponing, how to start a business, make the video. Make the video of all the questions. Okay. So any questions you get in general. The next way to create content ideas for your business is do a Google search. What's your industry? What's your product? What problem do you solve? Type that into Google. What comes up at the bottom that says other questions people ask? All of that's good content. All of that's good content ideas. What are people searching for? You want to create that type of content and make sure your videos are SEO searchable, meaning you have those titles, you have that in your caption so that when people search how to coupon at Walgreens, I'm one of the first people that come up, hopefully. Okay. Look at YouTube search. Now, I have a YouTube channel and they give amazing analytics, but even if you don't have a YouTube channel, go into YouTube and type in what your industry is, what your product is, see what's out there. What content gaps are there, meaning what videos can you create to fill in the gaps? What videos can you recreate with your spin on things? Do that. I also want you to, this is another way to create content. Look at the hashtags and searches on your main platform. Y'all, I'm not gonna make it. Look at your YouTube searches. Jesus. Look at your searches and hashtags on your main platform. So if you're using Instagram, go to Instagram, hashtag like 3 to 5 hashtags that you use in your industry. What type of content is coming up? What type of content don't you see that you know is needed? I don't think I wrote this down, but anything that your audience needs to know before they buy from you, anything that your audience needs to know before they work with you, anything that your audience needs to know about your industry. Okay. What are some myths? What are some things that people think they know, but they don't know? Like you can only use one manufacturer coupon and one store coupon per item. That's the coupon pot of sleep forever. So if you have if you have one tube of toothpaste and you have 2 Crest coupons, you cannot use 2 Crest coupons on one tube of toothpaste. People saw extreme couponing and it was fake. Thank you so much for that gift. It was fake. You cannot coupon like that. Never could you have coupon like that. It was fake. Okay. What types of videos can you make to let your audience know what they need to know before they work with you, before they buy from you? Oh, thank you so much. Or things that they need to know in general that they got messed up. Okay. Next, I want you to look at your competitors. I do not want you to watch their content. I want you to go to somebody who has like 1 million followers, somebody who's getting like hundreds of thousands of views on their videos. I want you to go to some of their most popular videos. I want you to mute the video. Don't watch the content. I don't want you to do what anyone else is doing. Be yourself. Be authentically you. But I want you to look at their comments. Okay. Their comments. What questions are people asking and not getting answers to? Again, I helped to influence the coupon community because I was answering questions that no one else was. So the audiences were gravitating to me because I was answering questions. So I want you to go into their comments and see what questions are people leaving on their videos that are going unanswered. Thank you, Muna. What are people talking about in their comments that they are not addressing that people need help with? Oh my eyes. I think I'm just tired because this is when my eyes start watering like a baby. What are they talking about in their comments that could warrant a full video? Make it a video. Behind the scenes content of product creation. If you are creating your product, if you are putting it together, if you are shipping it, show your audience. Tell us a story about it. Storytelling is the way to go in 2025. I absolutely love my day in the lives. Okay. I'll have a new one posted tomorrow, but tonight I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm like falling asleep right now. Show the behind the scenes. People are nosy. They want to see it. I watch people making soap. I'm not even buying the soap. Okay. People are nosy. They want to see it. What's your bedtime? My bedtime is supposed to be 11. That's my new bedtime. But we got in late from Instacarting. I had to cook dinner for the child. I had to clean up the kitchen. I had to voice over my day in the life that I'm supposed to be recording right now. I had to record my day 10 update for the challenge that I need to post tonight. Because I spent Saturdays and Sundays are like Instacarting days. So I spent most of my day Instacarting. We came back home a few times, but I spent most of my day focused on Instacart. And that's why I'm falling asleep right now. Okay. The last type of content that you can create. Girl, we passed bedtime. All my kids are wide awake. Oh no. Yeah. I don't know if Kinsley's still awake right now, but she's downstairs in my bed. But I'm about to give y'all this last tip. And then I'm going to get in my bed. Well, take a shower and get in my bed. The last type of content you can create is show off your, and I'm going to do another live. I'm going to do another one of these because I'm giving y'all a 20-minute live when usually my lives are an hour. Show off your product in detail, but focus on the problem that it solves. So show your product in detail, but focus on the problem that it solves. Focus on how it's going to help your ideal client get more of what they want. Focus on how it's going to help your ideal client's life change once they use it or once they work with you. Think show and tell and focus on the why of your product. Okay. So I promised myself that I was going to go live every day of my challenge, and I've done it. So thank y'all for joining me for day 10 of my 15K by June 15th challenge. If you want to work with me, please go to KristenMaximizer.com, get on my email list, and book you a free sales call. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully a little bit earlier. We will see. But I'm just making sure that I'm showing up every day, and I went live for at least 20 minutes. So if you have any questions after this, slide in my DMs. But again, get on my email list, book a sales call. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.